You ask your AI browser to do something boring. Sign me up for this newsletter from this post. That's it. That's the whole interaction. There's a comment on that thread you never even read, and it quietly redirects your agent to a malicious page. Seconds later, your agent is in your WhatsApp, messaging your contacts, and on Amazon, placing an order shipped to a stranger. No malware. No click. The browser did exactly what browsers with AI agents are built to do. That's the problem. This is research from Zenity, targeting 2 real products, ChatGPT Atlas and Claude in Chrome. And to get why it works, you need one idea. For 20 years, the web's most important safety rule has been the same origin policy. Every site lives in its own sandbox. The tab with your bank can't touch the tab with your email. But an agentic browser breaks that on purpose. The agent is a single entity that spans all your logged-in tabs at once. So the wall between sites, the thing that's kept the web survivable, is just gone. What that recreates is an old attack called cross-site request forgery, CSRF, which the web spent years learning to defend against. The idea: a malicious page tricks your browser into doing something on a different site where you're logged in. We mostly killed it, but the agent brings it back supercharged. Because now the malicious instruction isn't limited to one forged request. It's natural language on a web page, and the agent reads it and acts on it everywhere you're authenticated. Injected text becomes injected actions. Here's the first demo concretely. You ask Atlas to sign you up for a newsletter linked from an X post. A specially crafted comment on that thread redirects the agent to a payload page. From there, the agent navigates to WhatsApp Web, which you're logged into, reads your entire contact list, and sends phishing messages to every one of your contacts. And because it's coming from your real account, your friends have every reason to trust it. You never saw the comment. You never clicked anything malicious. You asked for a newsletter. The second demo is almost funny, if it weren't real. The agent is steered to Amazon, adds items to your cart, and changes the shipping address to the attackers. There's a guardrail. The agent isn't allowed to click the final purchase button. So how does it check out? It asks Amazon's own built-in AI assistant, Rufus, to place the order for it. Read that again. One AI agent, blocked from an action, recruits a second AI agent to do it instead. The guardrail assumed the threat was the human. It never imagined the shopper would delegate to another bot. The Claude in Chrome version is arguably worse, because the trigger is even more innocent. A malicious email arrives with invisible prompt instructions hidden in it. You ask Claude to summarize your latest emails, something people do every morning, and the agent reads those hidden instructions as direct commands. It's supposed to block running malicious code, so the attacker hides the payload in a normal-looking package on a rogue server that the agent imports. Then it escalates to full account takeover on Slack and X. It triggers a password reset, watches your Gmail for the verification code, and relays that code to the attacker. Your two-factor email code doesn't help when the agent reading your inbox is the attacker's. So let's keep it honest. This is security research disclosed to OpenAI and Anthropic first, not criminals in the wild. It needs you to be running an agent browser and to point it at a task that leads to attacker content. It's zero click, but not zero interaction. You did ask the agent to do something, but here's why it still matters enormously. OpenAI acknowledged the report and said there's no easy patch, because the exploit relies on the intentional core capability of an agent browser, reading web content and acting on it across the sites you're logged into. The feature is the vulnerability. Until there are real boundaries on what an agent can do across your sessions, treat an agentic browser like a single key that unlocks everything you're signed into at once. Don't run it logged into your bank, your email, and your work chat all at the same time. Because to that agent, and to anyone who can leave a comment on a page it reads, those are all one surface. If you want one real AI agent story broken down every single day, clearly and without the hype, subscribe and turn on the bell. It's free, and it's the one button that tells me to keep making these. If you want the full written breakdown with both attack chains and every source, that's on the prompt injection blog, linked below. Then go watch the one on the perfect 10 bug in an AI agent control plane. Same lesson. The power we hand these agents is exactly the power an attacker borrows. See you tomorrow. If this was useful, subscribe. New AI agent and security breakdowns every day.